What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Feather&Field Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at the Lucky Duck Pulsator versus the Higdon Pulsator. They call this the agitator. It's all the exact same thing. That way you guys can take a look and see which one you should be running for the upcoming season. Let's jump into the video. All right, y'all, let's first pop this open and take a look at this Lucky Duck HDi. So a few things to keep in mind while you're watching this. The price of this decoy is a bit insane to me. We'll see what it looks like in comparison to the Higdon Pulsator. This thing's like 160 bucks, and it doesn't come with a remote. I mean, compared to other water movement options on the market, it's just a lot of money. Now, if this thing is bulletproof, then it's worth every dollar. But if you've been hunting long enough, I'm sure you have similar thoughts and opinions about Lucky Duck that I do and how long their products tend to last. All right, so in the box you got this little sheet that goes over all of the stats about charging and exhaust tube and blah 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 blah. Doesn't really matter. In this little sealed case, so I'm guessing this is the tube. Oh, that's weird. What the hell? Oh, okay. What? Okay. I guess this whole bottom part, you can move it around to have it splash wherever you want, I'm guessing. It's not tightening. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll set it up towards the back because that's where you want the movement going. And then this slides onto there. Okay, I'll give them that. The ability to move this and take it off and on pretty easily in between hunts is a good idea. I like that quite a bit. Because I feel like in the past, every time I have one of these decoys, the damn tube back here is what always breaks. For some reason, I thought that it would be just a little bit bigger. I mean, it is a duck decoy, so you don't want it giant. I just thought it would be a little bit bigger. It's got a good feel. The weight on it. The paint scheme is fine. I'm not all that worried this thing could be completely black and it wouldn't matter too much. But the white on the back is nice. I like the ability to move that. It's got a decent amount of weight to it, but not terrible. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's no exposed off-on switch with this. In the bottom down here, hopefully y'all can see that, so it's kind of tucked up in there. That is going to be the off and on switch. It looks fine. I mean, I'm sure it will work. It's just how long will it work with that? I think I said it's like $160 for this. Let's see. Not sure what this is for. Let's see. How does this come apart? Oh! What the freak? I don't know if I love that at all. This just almost slid out. Maybe it's like magnetic? I think it's magnetic. I don't understand why they did that, but Okay. So this comes off. Nowhere to plug this in yet. Give me a minute. Let me try to figure this out. We will be right back. Okay. Anyways, we're back. So take this off, and then and there you go. So yeah, there's a big magnetic in there to keep that stuck in there. Interesting. All right, so typical Lucky Duck. They don't send it with a remote, even with that extremely high price range, in my point. It's got 3 different settings as far as timers for this to move in the water. Big battery. Let's see. It has a removable battery, but you don't need to do that. If you want to remove it and charge it, you plug the white cord into the black cord into the battery. And if you don't want to remove the battery itself, you just plug this into that hole down there and you are good to go. Now, I like that it has 3 different settings. I like that you can remove the exhaust tube off the back extremely easy because those break a lot. And it seems pretty waterproof, I'm going to say. There's a big rubber seal. So there's the metal in there, and then that other black part is a big rubber seal to keep water out. The only big concern I have, well, it's not even necessarily a concern. They should be sending these with a remote out of the box, no questions asked. If you're spending this much on one decoy, I don't care what company it is, whether it's a smaller company like Flashback or a big company like Lucky Duck. If you're spending that much money on a decoy, it should come with a remote, no questions asked. That's just my opinion. I like how you can take it off and on really easily. I mean, I can't imagine that if you throw this out that it would separate in the water. That might concern me a little bit. But overall, I like it. It's got a good feel to it. Seems sturdy enough. I also am not the biggest fan. I don't know if this is what they want you to attach your anchor to. I'd imagine that that's what they want you to attach your anchor to. But it's like, it's on there pretty good. I thought the exhaust tube would want to come off when you pulled it, but it's on there pretty good. I would prefer, I think, in my opinion, just a regular anchor attachment somewhere on the decoy. But they probably did it with the bungee for a reason, to get more motion out of the decoy. All right, let's hop into the Higdon Pulsator now. All right, here we have the Higdon Pulsator Pro. Let's pop this open. Before we actually get into it, I love the box. I like the white. It's got everything. I don't know. Just a big fan of the box, I guess. Maybe that's weird. All right, opening it up, you have a white box that looks the exact same as the Lucky Duck with your charger. Interesting. I'm going to be curious to see how that connects to the decoy itself. Let me put this over here. Pop that out. It's got instructions, how to operate. Don't care. Geez, this is way bigger. Okay. So, big difference compared to the Lucky Duck. This is about twice as big, and I believe that this only costs $120, so $30, $40 less than the Lucky Duck. And I think you're going to get more out of something like this. Starting from the top, work our way down. Paint scheme looks good. I personally wish that they would have done more white up here, just to kind of pop a little bit more. But I will see once I put this out on the water. Maybe they did the black up top because it does provide more pop. Paint scheme looks good all the way around. This thing's pretty big. Working our way down to the exhaust. So this one, I'm sure you can remove it if you unscrew this. Let's see how big of a pain in the butt it is. Maybe. No, I'm not going to mess with that. So you can, it looks like if you just unscrew this, you can pop it out and then pull it down. Now, here is something that I am a big fan of, is the actual metal strength cable that they run from the exhaust tube to the base of the decoy. Because like I said, in the Lucky Ducks, the original versions of all of these sorts of decoys, these were always what was breaking, and it was kind of a pain in the butt, because then you'd have to like, it was a pain. Working our way a little bit further down. On-off switch is big, bulky, sits out right there. Let's see if the battery's charged. Oh yeah. Can you hear that? Okay. So it's on the timer right now where it goes like 1, 2, 3, and then pauses for a little bit. 1, 2, 3. You can attach your decoy anchor to the big loop right there, and you will be ready to run. This thing is pretty damn big. It also feels like it doesn't weigh as much as the Lucky Duck, even though it's bigger. I am not quite sure. And then last thing is this charging port. How does that? Oh, wow, that's fancy. Okay, so this end connects to this right here, and it is magnetic. So it just stays on there, plug it in, charge it, you're good to go. That is quick and easy. Here's why I like this more than the Lucky Duck. One, it's bigger. I can definitely tell that the motor is bigger. Structural integrity looks good, feels robust, like it's not going to go anywhere. And then it's simple. So, big spot to hook your decoy anchor onto. Charging, it's simple, quick, and easy. It's right there. That's all you have to do. Whereas with the Lucky Duck, you got to pop it out, unplug it, screw the cord into the little outlet, then plug it in, then put it all back together. This I can just throw on there, plug it in, and not worry about it. And then the last thing is this has a few different settings just based off of this little rubber insert. So if you take it out, it's going to be a wider spray of water, and it's going to throw the decoy down into the water more. Whereas if you have this, the pressure is going to be greater coming out. It's going to hit the decoy and spray more up, direct water up into the air. So it's different. It provides two different looks that you can play around with to see what is going to work best with you. And it's cheaper than the Lucky Duck. I personally just haven't had the best luck with their spinners, or ooh, this might get me in trouble, but really like any of their products, they've never really lasted more than a year or two, which is fine. But if I'm going to be spending, like I've said on a lot of my past videos, that much money on a decoy, at least have it last 2, 3 years. If it breaks after the second season, so be it. But I'm excited to see how this is going to perform. I am actually heading up to Virginia this weekend to go get some early season ducks, fingers crossed. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and the like button. Personally, I'm really just trying to grow this channel, and I can't monetize anything until I hit 500 subscribers. So if you feel like helping me out, that would be awesome. If not, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. We will see you on the next one. Peace.